Hi again, it's me, Cinnamon. I'm a 23-year-old working a corporate job who loves all things personal finance, especially budgeting. And today I'll be budgeting my second paycheck of March. So let's get right into it. Here's my ready to assign amount. It is my gross pay minus taxes only. I like to take out my taxes because they're not super relevant to my budgeting process. But actually, in this video, I will open my taxes category because I will be doing some things in there. Before I do that, let me cover my overspending, which is just my HSA and 401k contributions. That always ends up being overspent when I get a paycheck because I don't pre-save for them. I just cover them when I get the paycheck, which mimics what happens in real life. So I covered it by pressing underfunded, and then I'm resetting available amounts to make sure I'm not prepaying those categories. These categories are behind their goals right now because I expect to get a promotion sometime this year, which will increase the contributions I'm making to both of these categories. Okay, so I think in total with this paycheck, I put about, let's go back, $1,013 to these two categories. So that is my overspending. I will still add more to my investments, but first I want to talk about my taxes a little bit. So I use ynab to track my taxes, and it was actually really helpful because it called out two really important things for my 2023 taxes, which is that I overpaid in state and I underpaid in federal. And that ended up being the case when I actually filled out my forms. I got really lucky because the amount I overpaid in state was pretty close to the amount I underpaid in federal, so I don't have to set aside too much to cover my taxes. I only have to set aside an additional $168 because last month in February, I got my $1,200 state tax refund. So it was really great to have that information, but I want to make sure that this year I'm paying more attention to my sort of yellow categories and taxes so that I can pre-save for these a little bit ahead of time because there are penalties if you are underpaying taxes too much. I didn't get hit with any penalties for 2023, but I do want to, again, just really look out for these yellow categories. Right now, as you can see, my categories aren't very yellow. And again, these estimates are factoring in a promotion I'm expecting to get later in the year. So I am expecting to lag on taxes until I get that promotion. And then once I get that promotion, I'll redo all my tax math. And that's when I'm really truly expecting everything to be green. Something else that affected what I owed in taxes is that I was getting dividend income. I didn't realize that I was getting dividend income because I don't try to maximize for dividends explicitly in my investments, but I guess the ETFs all give dividends, which I did not know about. So at some point, I will have to set up a tax category for my dividends. Maybe I should just do that now. Oops, I did the wrong one. Let's do this now. I'll add an emoji later. But yeah, as you can see, I set up a tax category for my interest that I was getting from my high yield savings account. So I've been setting that aside every month because over the course of the year, it really does add up. And that is part of why I owed as much as I did to federal. Um, and I have to do the same for dividend taxes. So I need to make sure I'm on top of that. Okay, that is all that I'm doing for taxes so far. Because I had to contribute a bit to my taxes, I am going to be contributing less than I usually do to my investments, but that is okay with me because I over contributed to my investments last year. And part of why I was able to do that, I guess, is because I under contributed to my taxes. So it seems like over the course of years, everything's balancing out. Okay, before I go into my investments, I have to set aside the portion of my gross income that covers my reimbursements for commuting or is a reimbursement for my commuting. So that was $215. And the $50 that was there before was my reimbursement for my phone. And I also have to finish my sinking fund. So I like to give myself $727.47 a month. Right now, I only have $29 left over in the category, but earlier I did assign $534.90 to this category, and I've just divvied it up to its subcategory groups. So to make sure I'm not over assigning to myself, I'm going to use some ynab math features to have my $727 goal and subtract the $500 I already gave myself while keeping the remainder of that 500 I didn't spend. Hopefully that all makes sense. And now I'm back to $200 that I had left for my holding. And now I can put the rest into, oops, my investing goal. So I'm putting $3,687.77 into my taxable investments, which is slightly less than I did last month, pretty much because of the tax situation. No biggie. I think all in all, if I go here, yeah, I'm like $100 still behind on the goal every month, which again, I'm okay with because I am expecting to get that promotion, which will increase my salary, kind of. That is also something I have to explain in a later video, but I feel like, I don't know, I don't like explaining things before I have all the facts and numbers because I'm just like theoretically explaining. I think it'll be better to actually explain it once I get the promotion. And part of why I'm like so um antsy about the promotion is because I want to make a video about all of the things I have on my brain about it, but it doesn't feel like real to talk about before it actually happens. It feels a little bit more like I'm celebrating and getting a payoff from it before it actually happens. So I know I need to be patient with that. Okay, let's go back into March. I'm almost done, but I need to gonna zero out this category. I'm also going to zero out this category and just make sure everything in my budget is where I want it to be for the end of the month. So let's see. I took an Uber. I need to add that transaction here or here. Let's see. Everything should be fine this month. Oh, yes. I added $30 to this category, but I didn't actually need to add the $30 to this category because one of the transactions I thought had happened didn't actually happen. So I'm going to take $37 out of here. And I think everything else looks pretty good. Social activities is kind of low, but there's only one more weekend in the month, and I kind of want to stay home. Okay, let's see. Okay. What do I need to set money aside for? I know what I really need to do. Priority number one is going to be setting money aside for my mom's birthday gift. I put $2,000 in this category. I'm going to bump it up to $2,400 because my dad's birthday gift was about $1,200. So I want to make sure I'm giving my mom also about $1,200 towards her birthday gift, and I've already gotten her some stuff, so this should be fine. I might reduce this category though if um I have other things I need to cover, like going to the doctor, which is something I was talking about. Let's put $90 towards that. It might be more. If I didn't just cover my mom's birthday thing, I honestly would have put like $300 towards it. Let's see, is there anything else I need to cover? I have a bunch of things listed here. Book the hotel. Okay, no, I think that's good. Oh, I can change this name. No, I think I'm fine. Okay, so I have to go to New York a few times, and no $35 will not do anything for that. So I might have to wait till April to get all of that running. Otherwise, I might be good. I felt like there was so much more I needed to do, but I'm just going to hold off on everything. Wrong category. I'm just going to hold off on everything until I have the exact amounts. This for my mom's birthday should be fine. I don't know what else I want to do. And the reason why the gift for my mom's birthday is so high is that I will be helping her pay off credit card debt. So it's going to be about $900 going towards credit card debt, and or maybe 600 and 300 to get her an actual gift. I'm going to have to figure that out like closer to the day. I think everything else looks fine because I don't know if I had done this by my last video, but I've already booked the hotel for Miami and covered that. So the fact that I've been covering things like as they happen has made it so that when I do get on here, things are a lot more fun than I think they'll be because I forget all of the things I've already covered. And I do a lot of things off camera, and I will try to capture that mainly in my recap videos. So I'm going to do a monthly recap video for March and then a quarterly recap video. So look out for those. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.